to the new video for Inktober Day 3. Thanks for being patient as I put these up only as I can make them. How's everyone's Inktober going? Are you having fun? Are you learning a lot? Is it super stressful? This has been an interesting month for me so far. It's only the 4th day of the month right now. But it's been interesting because I've never done Inktober and made videos and had a YouTube at the same time. So I might be being a little ambitious right now considering I have that in schoolwork, but hey, we'll see how far we get. Yesterday I worked on this inked witch. The prompt was vagabond or merchant. So I sort of went for somebody taking a break in between sales. She has her knapsack of her wares and some flowers she's picked, and she's wandering around a bit, and she needed to stop and have a nice cup of coffee and take a break. And so I wanted to draw that scene. It was also very driven by the pose. One of my own goals for Inktober this month was to get better at different poses and doing more difficult ones, so I've been using a lot of reference photos and looking for interesting poses and posing things out in the mirror myself. And I really want to make every single character just a little less stiff, a little more flowy. It's not always successful, but it's something that I want to complete by the end of the month. So in addition, I wanted to work more on different inking techniques, and I did some inking with brush and with nib and different stuff over the summer when I was in one of my tools and techniques classes, but I haven't inked with the brush since those assignments. So today I got out my favorite brush. It's a Winsor & Newton Series 7. I'll try and find it so I can link it below. In size 2 or something. And you can get a really, really small mark with this, or you can get really wide ones as you press down on it. And so you have a really nice line variation with this brush. And it's really super fun to use. I mean, I love it. It takes some getting used to. It definitely takes a lot of control to be able to ink with a brush. You're gonna see me spinning this, drawing all around while I'm inking it, because only by pulling the line away from me can I get certain straight lines, and different angles just do different things for me. I think that's true for a lot of inkers. I think because it's so much about the angle of the brush and your wrist and your arm movement and everything, I think a lot of people spin their paper around and around when they're inking, and that's totally normal. So, I used the brush with this. That was the main inking, and then I used some watercolors, and I experimented with my cheaper watercolors. I used to use them a lot more before I used my Winsor & Newton ones. They're called something like Angora colors. I'll try and find those as well to link below, because they are a very cost-effective option, and they have very vibrant colors. I actually like them a lot. So if anybody's looking for a way to dip into watercolor without having to sacrifice quality too much, these are kind of a good middle ground to go on. So it's been really crazy lately. As I've mentioned, I've been working on comic assignments. I had a 9-page comic due on Tuesday, and I had all kinds of technical difficulties trying to upload it. The colors weren't scanning in right. I had to letter it digitally, and I love it, and I totally did it to myself, but I had to rush so much through a lot of it that I was working every possible second, and I couldn't even stop and record it and set up and everything to record any of the process for that comic, because it just needed to get done, and I'm kind of sad I can't show you guys the process of that, but hey, there'll be more comics in the future. I'm debating on something, and maybe you guys can give me some opinions. I don't know if I should stick with witches for the whole 31 days and just finish off that list, because that kind of feels really nice to have one prompt list fully finished out, or to use 1 or 2 of the days occasionally to make my own character for Inktober, because I have to do all these character sketches for this comic I'm working on that has a very cyberpunk aesthetic, and I was thinking it would just be really cool to have them be the subject of Inktober once in a while, because then I'll get to spend more time on them, and you guys can see a finished version of them, and some of them are really cool. One of them has an eye patch, and like a cyber eye patch of some type. The main character has a pixie cut, and she's really cool, and she wears goggles and I think leather jackets. And yeah, I don't know. I can't decide. I definitely have to do these sketches no matter what, but it'd be nice to do like 1 or 2 finished pieces of these characters. So if you think I should trade in 1 or 2 prompts once in a while for that, please let me know in the comments below. And let me know how your Inktober is going. Seriously, how is everybody? I know it's stressful, but if you've made it to day 3, like, props, man. Some people on YouTube, some like even bigger like YouTube artists, have already been saying that like they've beaten their own record for Inktober because some of them have never been able to get through it, even though they make art all the time. It's kind of crazy what a marathon it is. But, you know, it's good. It's a good thing to do. I feel like it's creating good habits. I feel like I'm having a good reason to make myself sit down and draw for fun, and I kind of forget how to do that, especially when I have schoolwork and like my part-time job and everything. So I'm really happy to have a reason to sit down and draw something for fun, and if I hit that day where like I just don't feel like it, then I'm just gonna make a mess and have fun with that instead, and it's gonna be great. Just a warning for anyone who might think that I'm going to make 31 videos. I'm really happy that I've kept up with it so far, that I've even gotten to day 3. I didn't think I'd be able to do the first few days, but I will be at a convention this weekend, and in general, I am taking weekends off from having to record or edit. So I'm gonna try and do as many videos as possible, but please don't be too disappointed if I don't post anything on YouTube over the weekend, especially this week. It's going to be so crazy from Friday to Sunday because I'll be at New York Comic Con. But I will still be doing my Inktober's, or I will be saving 1 or 2 and then I'll do like a bunch of them in one video, and that might be really fun too. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet. If you have an opinion about which you'd like to see, if you'd like to just see whatever I put up next week, or if you want me to like save 1 or 2 Inktober's and like put them in like a little video montage, like let me know. I'm kind of cool with either if anybody has an opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with some music to finish off this video. If you have any questions about materials or anything, let me know. Let me know how your Inktober is, and good luck everybody. Until next time, have a good day!